Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. I want to do a video looking over the movie hero team, and I want to do a video looking over the movie bosses team. I really want to examine both of these really good teams, which were the focal point of the 2024 Worldwide Download Celebration. I think especially after the EZA for Tech Super Gogeta and then Super Janemba, that really made movie hero and movie bosses just absolutely elite. Now, movie heroes is always going to be at the forefront, right? Especially with Dragon Ball Super now being a thing, right? Where, you know, we have 2 Dragon Ball Super movies and we just have a dozen like Dokkan Fest level worthy characters, like from 2 movies basically. And I'm talking about like movie hero characters, let alone the villain stuff, right? So we could just always expect that movie heroes is going to be near the top of the game. We have had a year of buffs. Dokkan kind of started out with like, I get like super bosses was the anniversary category. And, I mean, they kind of have been just, like, doing a lot of, like, superhero and super bosses stuff. And then eventually with Worldwide, I mean, it kind of just evolved into movie hero and movie bosses. We have so many options. I mean, the team runs 15 characters deep. A good example is this is a character who I never run. But, like, he would be very effective. And his standby can actually work. You know, when Gohan goes in the Family Kamehameha, when Goku, Gohan, and Trunks go into, you know, the Miraculous Punch, you know, they can go into those modes, and this guy is still going to be able to be an effective character. We have a ton of units. Beast Gohan, obviously, is still a ridiculous character. He's not as invincible as he was 8 months ago when he came out. But this guy, in 99% of situations, maybe more like 98%, the boss is not going to be able to cut this guy down, right? So he's still as strong as ever. Again, as we look at all these powerful options, keep in mind how much more they can still do for movie heroes, right? Like characters that are barely untouched. We've never gotten an Ultimate Gohan from the movies. Now, you go, oh, wait, yes, we did. We got this guy right here from Superhero. But I mean Ultimate Gohan from the Hirudegarn movie. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks from the Hirudegarn movie, right? Those are both characters, you know, I guess we do actually, like, he is still just Ultimate Gohan. But, like, a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks from the Hirudegarn movie would be huge, right? To just get a new named character like that onto the actual category. There's still several characters. Orange Piccolo, we still could use a standalone character of Orange Piccolo. Now, who knows how long it'll take for that to happen. We did obviously get our standalone Beast Gohan, but we still, to this day, have never gotten our standalone Blue Gogeta. Very surprisingly, we've never gotten a standalone Blue Gogeta. They've done 4 different cards that kind of like end up transforming into Blue Gogeta, and we've never gotten a standalone Blue Gogeta. Obviously, the LR Gods active skill, this STR LR Blue Gogeta, the AGL Super Saiyan Gogeta, and then of course the physical 9th anniversary Super Saiyan Gogeta. But we've never gotten that start of turn Blue Gogeta, so he could still happen. I really would love a Dokkan Fest God Vegeta. I think that would be fire. Now, I mean, again, you could point to the LR Gods, but, you know, for a character like God Vegeta or a character like Hit, you know, just the duo LR they have is not really enough for me. Like, I want them to be able to get their own character. Some of the early DBZ movies, there's still quite a bit we could get from. The Dr. Wheelo movie, you know, there's a moment where Goku, Krillin, and Master Roshi do a Kamehameha at the same time. That could easily be a character. This free-to-play character right here could become like a Dokkan Fest in some fashion. Obviously, you know, full Super Saiyan Goku. I don't think that they would... there is a card in the Dragon Ball... What is the Dragon Ball card game where they actually do have the full Super Saiyan in there. But, you know, I think we could at least see those animations used as like a base Goku or a Kaioken Goku. We've seen that happen for several different characters where, you know, the references were from, you know, Super Saiyan 2 Goku, but it's a base Goku doing it and stuff like that. We've seen a lot of those moments like that have been done. So that's another character we could get. You know, keep in mind, too, that this character right here should be getting an easy at some point. They did have a minor update in the data, basically now a couple of months back. That does imply they're going to be easying soon, so we will see. All in all, movie heroes, again, always going to be good. And they're always going to go back to the well for Super Gogeta, right? Fusions, I mean, people can always say they're fusioned out, but like the game is just simply always going to be going back to them because those are the safest, consistent bets for the game itself when it comes to making a lot of moolah, a lot of money, which is kind of the point of what they're doing. Oh, by the way, last thing, and we'll jump in. I really want this guy to get a Dokkan Fest as well. A new Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from this BoJack movie, or we need a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from Cell. Actually, thinking about it, Cell, Gohan, BoJack, and the other Gohan, we've gotten almost nothing from those movies or from the saga and the movie from quite a while. I still like that as like a next year's Worldwide or something like that. I think that would be so fire. But anyway, let's jump in with kind of the new and improved movie hero team. All right, guys, let's hop into a fight. We'll go in with this lineup. So this is obviously a very new and improved lineup. This team is not, you know, impenetrable, invincible, you know, without weakness or anything like that. I certainly would not go that far. We definitely could get caught and killed, even with, you know, this team. I mean, there's not really any character that's perfect. And they're not going to make a character that's actually just perfect. Because if they would do that... okay, well, we actually don't really have a great Slot 1 character here. We definitely don't want to do Trunks and Goten in Slot 1. We're going to have to rock Gohan right here. Yeah, okay, so... this could be a devastating turn for us. I don't know. I don't know if this UI Goku is able to hit quite hard enough to finish us right away, but, you know, yeah, this is a good example of, you know, the team is not without weakness. Okay, so there's Gohan's dodge kicking in once his HP falls below a certain condition. That's pretty good. So in certain kind of like rare instances, Gohan has that dodge when his HP falls below, again, what is it, 77%, I believe? So it's like if he has to go Slot 1 or something like that. It's just one of those things where, I mean, pretty much any team is going to have, like, a way you could jump into the fight and potentially be a little bit iffy, again, without a character who can kind of go in that Slot 1. It just does feel like, as time goes on, it becomes more and more important, right? All of these characters nowadays have just, like, tons and tons of mechanics, you know, related to, you know, getting tons of defense and tons of abilities after they attack. But it's pretty, I mean, uncommon, I would say, for a character to be, like, very elite right away. Which is one reason why Tech Gogeta, to me, is just, like, obviously #1, by the way. I'm actually, we'll get back to it in a second. Yeah, I've been pretty surprised that there's actually pushback at all against Gogeta at #1 overall. I'm serious. To me, it just seems so obvious. I hate that this becomes such a topic of discussion nonstop, but I do think it's because Global doesn't have the Goku and Frieza and Bulma fights. I mean, this fight as well, but this fight is... I like this fight more as kind of like just like a showcase stage. Like, this is a good battleground against an enemy that can do potentially a lot of damage, but this Goku doesn't really have toxic mechanics to impede us from being able to, you know, me to show the things I want to show with some of these teams That's really what makes the Bulma fight and the Goku and Frieza fight so ridiculous, is toxic mechanics that take away the player's ability to play the way they want, I guess, is what I would say. And that's why, like, I do think both those fights are a level above the Super Gogeta and Super Janemba fights that just came out. Although I think those are good fights, they don't really have the toxic mechanics. I mean, I suppose, I really do think that, like, Super Gogeta doubles, like, boss double supering is scary. Because it can be very difficult to, like, avoid a boss that could super in multiple slots. It's just that, you know, like we mentioned earlier, a lot of characters these days are able to, you know, handle business if they're going to get supered in, like, a slot 2 or a 3. So a lot of these teams, like, how good teams can be does come down to how many characters, you know, can you get in slot 1, you know, how fluid the team can be. That's not really, like, have to have this rotation to win or have to have that rotation to win. I think that's another huge part of it, right? All right, so here we get Tech Gogeta. I cannot wait to have that character transform. At the same time, I mean, yeah, let's just go ahead and get this Family Kamehameha charged up. Sure, no reason not to. Alright, so we can charge up the Family Kamehameha. I really love that about this character, right? The ability to just kind of... Whoops, one of those phantom inputs right there. But just the ability to get this form out. These types of standbys that are, you know, like 100% invincible defensively are so valuable, having some of these on a team, right? Even though Gohan is not able to do damage, just, you know, kind of in his base form right there, or, I don't know, just like, he's not able to do damage until we do the finish skill. That Family Kamehameha just does so much damage, right? It just doesn't even matter. Alright, so right around this point, I would prefer not to take damage so that we could get, you know, Super Gogeta out, who, again, to me is, like, the most impressive character we kind of can have. I mean, besides, turn 1 of Tech UI Goku is still redonkulous, but the thing about Tech UI Goku is, I mean, there is the Goku and Frieza fight, which would cause it to where Tech UI Goku does 500 attacks that do 0 damage, right? Kind of, you know, again, the toxic mechanics that I would say hinder the player's ability to play how they want, I think, again, is a good way to describe it. We do have a full Kamehameha rotation right here, which means Trunks and Goten are going to be quite a bit stronger, and they triple Super Force as well. Beautiful, beautiful. I bet you they could tank UI Goku's super attack straight up. This character's busted, by the way. This Trunks and Goten EZA are so ridiculous. They truly are. Alright, so now we got it's Blue Gogeta time. Blue Gogeting time. Now, I was pointing out how, you know, we'd want the HP to be able to get Super Gogeta out, but that was a little bit of a, you know, would Red Herring work right there? I'm not really too sure. But anyway, it doesn't actually matter on this team, because Gogeta. Yeah, Gogeta has that massive healing, so... it's so crazy, right? Like, at Dokkan, I mean, you really cannot deny that they just, like, suck Gogeta's cock, man. Like, right? You can't. Because it's like, we get, like, you know, AGL VB and STR VB, and they have no synergy whatsoever. It just doesn't work, flat out. Right? And then it's like, Super Gogeta and Blue Gogeta, and it's like they have perfect synergy. Like, Blue Gogeta ensures you get Super Gogeta. I don't know why. It's like Vegito dominated the start of Dokkan so hard. The Dokkan, like, I don't know who it is. Amatsu, Kodo, Ken. Someone is like, we gotta make sure that Gogeta gets his get back. It's like, bro, it's not that serious, man. Vegito could be good too. You know, there's so many people out there, their favorite is Gogeta. So many people out there, their favorite is Vegito. Is it really so ridiculous to just like both characters? Like, is that really so crazy? Like, let's just like both characters. What about that? I don't know. Here, let's transform you. We're gonna have a field full of rainbow orbs. I think I'm probably just gonna toss the Family Kamehameha right here. This isn't gonna kill, is it? Damn, we're at 71 orbs already? Dude, this is gonna, like... It's gonna do a lot of damage to him. Alright, beautiful. Yeah, definitely did not want to one-shot UI Goku right there. Damn, we actually didn't even come close. Okay. UI has quite a bit of HP right there. Again, I could have kept charging that pretty easily, but I wasn't really looking to do all that, right? Alright, so let's do this. I don't think Blue Gogeta's gonna fail us. Definitely not. I'll put Gogeta in slot 2 right here. Gonna be a very good rotation for Gogeta, obviously. Damn, actually, if I would have... You know what? If I would have kept... Yeah, damn. If I would have kept the Family Kamehameha standby out there, we would have had all 7 links activated for Super Gogeta. Because that one link he doesn't have up is Kamehameha, which, again, the Family Kamehameha character has in their standby. It's all in the family in Super Saiyan form for Gohan, but becomes Kamehameha when they're in their standby. So yeah, we easily could have killed, like, Goku on this turn. Like, maybe I should have went all out, but I was actually a little bit nervous. Like, if I would put Blue Gogeta in slot 1, get orbs, put Super Gogeta slot 2, get orbs, then do the Family Kamehameha, I was worried that UI Goku would have just gotten completely eradicated. I mean, I guess we don't really have support up on this rotation, but still. Alright, do we think Tech Gogeta's actually going to get touched here? It's like, bro, this character doesn't take damage from enemy supers, but there's, like, no opportunity, like, for it to happen, seemingly, because every single time a boss tries to super him, we have the 50% touch on super attacks that this character has. I actually cannot believe how good they made him. Yeah, that's what happens, dude. Like, I so seriously can't believe how good they made that character. He's an easy A, man. Because, okay. At the end of the day, what's the most important thing, chat? Yeah, you know. I'm not going to say it. You know. And he's untouchable. He's untouchable. People think Tech Carnival Broly and Beastar, like, but it's like Gogeta is like above them in terms of like the defensive ability. It's just so silly. It's just so silly. I'm just gonna Beasterizer UI Goku and we're gonna finish him right here. This guy is still mostly untouchable, by the way. Mostly. Beast Gohan. He's still very, very good. Beast Gohan, I mean, look no further than Beast Gohan. 2024 has been the greatest year in Dokkan history by 3 times or something like that. And, I mean, the year started good with Gogeta and Broly, but I feel, I mean, maybe this is just my personal, like, when Beast was revealed, and it's standalone Beast Gohan, turn 1 Beast Gohan. You know, we could put him on the profile, like the data page, Beast Gohan. And he's as good as he was. And it's just like, it really felt like, you know, then looking at part 1, how good those characters were, incredible animations, all the good content on the 9th anniversary. It really felt like the page had been turned from 2023, which is probably the worst year of modern Dokkan. I would say modern Dokkan kind of starts with 2019, I think is kind of the date I gave that before, because 2019 is when Dokkan kind of moved into this pattern of releases, I would call it, that they've stuck with to this day. Which, and when I say pattern of releases, I mean like, you know, April 1st, Dokkan Fest, you know, April 15th-ish, you know, LR, April 25th, 26th, 27th-ish, Dual Dokkan Fest, right? Like, kind of just like that, like the exact kind of like flow or rhythm of releases has pretty much been the same for the last 5 years. Outside of some very special like things like the superhero characters, you know, Dokkan Fest LRs for New Year's, you know, double Dokkan Fest Gamma 1 and 2 in October, you know, those kind of like special moments because new Dragon Ball stuff has happened. And I mean, you know, since 2019, all we've had that's been new has been Dragon Ball Super, or Superhero, Dragon Ball Super Superhero. So we'll see what it's going to look like once Daima, but yeah, I mean, this is clinched already. Best year in Dokkan history. Let me know what you guys think of the Movie Hero team. Movie Heroes is so good, and it's just a team that's always going to be up there, especially when they give us EZAs like this god right here.